faster. It gets a little more intense, particularly if that team across the field is a conference foe. And that's exactly what we have in this showdown coming up. Welcome, everyone, to Dublin Stadium in the spectacular, beautiful country of Ireland. As we'll see the number 17 team in the country, the Kansas State Wildcats, taking on the 18th ranked team in the land, the Iowa State Cyclones. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. The Cyclones ready to get this thing started and open the season. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Wildcats offense will go on the attack first. There are always butterflies to start a game, but when you have a rivalry like this, the adrenaline is pumping on overdrive, guys.
They aren't all the same. We say that, but we know differently. The blood is boiling, the temperature is hot. Jesse, you want this week more than most.
Yeah, David, we played in these games before. Everything just seems to be heightened.
Wide open spaces. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down. And why waste any time? Get right to it, the offense, with a big play right out of the gate.
And sending a clear message, Reese, they are going to take shots. They've got playmakers. They've got dudes that can get downfield and locate the football. I love the attitude right out of the gate.
Let's take a wide view for a second of Kansas State. We start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters.
Turning it on. Headed to the end zone. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Wildcats.
A lot of offensive coordinators script their first 18 to 15 plays. Who needs it? Forget that. Just come out and score right away. First possession, you put points on the board. You create some momentum for this offense and for this season.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. So Iowa State's offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. It's not often we focus on a matchup quite like this, but David, we have a couple of premier tight ends in this game.
And we've seen it recently, right? Ty Warren last year, Brock Bowers the year before. Like, you can build an offense around an elite tight end, and both of these schools do it. The speed, the playmaking ability, the versatility. Palmer, I bet you wish you had a guy like this you could throw to.
You're right, David. I played with a lot of NFL guys at tight end, but none of them were as dynamic as...
He's going to take a shot right away. He's got it inside the 30. Touchdown, Iowa State. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him.
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. That one's going to get a little star mark beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Complete to start this drive. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. When you have a conference as deep and balanced as this Big 12 is, it's important to get off to a quick start in conference play.
Yeah, you're going to be challenged each and every week here in the Big 12 Conference. Since they've expanded, the quality of this conference has gotten so much better. So, David, big challenge here to make sure mentally your mind is right starting the season off today.
Yeah, I mean, to make your dreams come true, it starts one game at a time, the old cliche. But the Big 12, year in and year out, so many different teams that can beat you, so many different teams that can put points up on the scoreboard. Got to start fast in Big 12 play.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll leave it with him. Makes a man miss. Continuing to turn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down.
You know, when you're running counter, those offensive linemen crashing down, they've got to be able to pin those interior D linemen. They couldn't get it done there. They gave up too much penetration, and that led to the tackle for loss.
They booted away. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Off play action. Might be looking to run. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Line getting set on 2nd down. To the ground with the back. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Pulls it on the bootleg fake. They'll run the screen. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. And the Cyclones will try to pin them back with the punt. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. They kick it away on 4th down. Signals for the fair catch and hauls it in just shy of the 30. K-State has the ball back and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. Let's see what they have dialed up as this drive starts from the 29-yard line. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Punts it out of the air. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Looking to throw for it. Dumps it to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line.
Nice job by the running back catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job of it.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Bradley. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there. You guys have both played in rivalry games, so what did you do to keep yourself locked in during that week of preparation, David?
Well, you try to keep your emotions in check, but it's really, really hard to do because a lot of times the hatred is so strong, the emotions are so real. The coaches get super tight and they start talking about things, Jesse, so you don't just treat it as another game.
No, it's hard to handle the anxiety leading up to those games, not just because of what it means to your season, but because of what the fans are saying, what your coaches are saying, what your family and friends are saying, understanding how important those rivalries are.
How about getting the foot down on that throw for the big completion?
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really nice job by the defense playing responsibility football, making sure the quarterback couldn't make any of his reads, making sure the picture is not clear, getting downhill, getting the quarterback on the ground.
Oh, he's got a chance. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
And another nice gain by the offense. All right, defense, we got to change something up here. They're putting a big drive together, play after play, having a lot of success. How do we break the rhythm? How do we give them something that can create a tackle for a loss or a sack or something to get momentum back on my side?
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride in stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
The play action fake. They're working that left side. And he strides his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Kansas State!
How do you not love it when they use the big fullback? Reward the big fella for doing the dirty work and blocking every play, every play. You don't want to account for him, we'll slip him out, throw him the football. He walks into the end zone for 6.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This feels like one of those games you might have to answer every score. Already down 14-7. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. The inside handoff. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great team defense on that run play. Everybody doing their job. People winning their one-on-ones, D linemen staying in their gaps, linebackers and DBs filling. You just can't do it better.
Looking for a man. It's Beck. A little screen to the running back. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. Beck saved his best for last in 2024. 4 touchdowns to seal a classic Pop-Tart Bowl win. Unfrosted still better. This year he's going to have to get used to some new receivers, and they're going to need some guys to step up, David.
Unfrosted, absolutely not better first. That was blasphemous. You should never get away with that again. But Rocco Beck, he had a great, solid season. Came up in the clutch when they really needed him down the stretch of games. Another year in the system. Interested to see what the Cyclones can do now.
Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Looking to fire. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
The Cyclones send out the punt unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. The early scripts have worked trying to add to this 14-7 lead. Draw play, quarterback keeps it. And it looks as if he'll pick up maybe a couple. And now on second down for this offense. Looking for a crease, it's Edwards. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
We have the early makings of a quarterback duel, as these stats will show you. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Johnson wants to throw it. Setting up the screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Kansas State will have to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
There he goes! These guys got knocked around in Big 12 play last year, and that has been a motivating force during the offseason.
Yeah, and you hope it's a motivating force. You hope they were talking about it. You hope it matters to your team that last year was a very big disappointment. With expectations for this squad to end up like they did, a lot of time to stew on it. The whole offseason, Palmer, you better be irritated, and they better come out with some momentum to start Big 12 play.
Looking to take a shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
He'll be stopped short, picks up one, but they're facing 4th and 1. And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? Trying to do it on the ground. And the Cyclones get enough to move the chains.
4th down and short, you want a no-nonsense run. Nice job by the running back, getting the football, getting downhill, making sure he gets that first down.
Just nosing into enemy territory at the 49. It's 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Wants to throw. It's Beck. Fires to the right. He's got it. At the 20, he's got space. Run out of bounds at about the 13-yard line, and that's where this offense will go back to work.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football. Had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating explosive play.
The Cyclones are moving quickly down the field. from the red zone, looking for a space. And he's got it! Touchdown, Cyclones!
Now, I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they forced the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
And they pick up the extra point. Kicker knocked it right down the middle. After that latest answer, tied things up, just about set to kick it away again. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Quarterback on the keeper. Gets it out to the 38-yard line after picking up 10 on that one.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11.
Here we go.
They'll run it from the gun. There he goes. It's a seam wide open. Touchdown, Wildcats. He got loose, and it was lights out after that. There's a reason they call this dude a big playmaker. Moments just like that one.
Big-time playmaker. Can make plays all over the field from all different spots. That's why you got to find ways to give him touches as much as possible because he'll make it happen.
So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Iowa State sending the offense back out. They'll try to answer that last score with one of their own. A chance here to tie the game with a touchdown drive. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Leaves it with the back. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
The run from the shotgun. Gets it past the marker. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Cyclones coming off a program record for wins, their second-best bowl finish ever. Who could forget that Pop-Tart Bowl victory over Miami? Matt Campbell continues to have the Clones flourishing.
Yeah, made it to the Big 12 championship game. Now they're trying to take the next step. You've got Rocco Becht at quarterback. He's a really good young...
And the rush will get to him at the 25.
We're only in the first half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes. So you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect this rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
This offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down, just thrown an incompletion. So 3rd in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you...
He lets one fly deep. And that one's incomplete. They were just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Cyclones will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. Makes makes a move. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. They'll start this drive from the 42. Last drive went for 6. We'll see if they can do it again. Johnson looking to throw. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Well, that's just a miss by the quarterback. That's a simple slant route. That ball's got to be thrown out in front or put in the face mask of the receiver. Bad throw by the QB.
Here's a quick throw out to the left.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands. Get it to your playmaker. A lot of times they'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon.
Encroachment defense.
So the early contact for the defense, and they'll move it up 5 yards. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. He'll keep it himself. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
You go with the option, quarterback keeps it himself, and look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let that short gain by the QB prevent you from running this scheme in your playbook.
They're dealing with a second and long. Back to pass. Fires to the big fella. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
The defense is able to finally stop this guy, but he has been on fire. We're only in the second quarter, and he has been absolutely lighting it up in this one. Nice job that time, defense, but you know this guy's going to get a lot more carries.
Johnson wants to throw it. Got his man. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
And the offense here dialed up a really good zone lead. Give credit to the offensive coordinator. He called the right play at the right time.
Using his feet. Got the first down and more. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And this offense is firing on all cylinders right now. Starting the year, game 1, and creating a little bit of a pad and separation at the end of this first half. But you can see why so many people are really excited about this offense this season.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
The Cyclones can really attack on this second and short. The give to the back. Creates a little room. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. After run, now throw. Catch in the middle. It's Jackson. And the tackle was made, but there has been a flag thrown.
Hold on.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Caught in the backfield, it's Jackson. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And we might as well state the obvious. 1st and 2nd down didn't work out. 3rd and very long. Now the play fake. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Johnson looking to throw. He's got it. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. And the Wildcats with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. The quick out. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. The Wildcats are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Bully ball on 3rd and short. And the defense stands up this offensive line and stuffs him right at the line of scrimmage. He didn't get it.
This defense obviously knows they've got to be able to stop the run if they're going to win this football game. And you wonder if they've been able to make some tweaks and adjustments to try and take this running back away.
And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Iowa State sending the offense back out. Getting late here in the first half, they'll have a chance to make this a one-possession game. And the offensive play caller here has to really be dialed in. It's important down 2 possessions, Dave, that they're able to score some points. And you got to call your best stuff in this. It's a running room. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a 1st down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That's a way to give yourself some breathing room. Now the 2nd play of the drive from the 36. Looking for space, it's Hansen. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. This is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And the Cyclones can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. To the air. It's back. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back. Just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
From the gun on 3rd down. Got it in the middle. It's Townsend. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the 1st down. The defense calls the timeout, and that's their last one of the half. The Cyclones decide to punt it away. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. K-State has the ball ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after punting last time, David.
And it's important to put that punt behind you. It's over. Let it go. Get back to what you were doing that built this lead, Palmer.
Yeah, and defense, obviously, they won a few downs that last drive, so you got to put them on their heels here. Maybe mix up a few personnel groupings and try to show them some pictures they haven't seen yet.
This will likely be the last play of the half. On the ground, it's Edwards. And he'll just get back to the line of scrimmage, and we have run out of time in the second quarter. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, rivalry games always bring out a ton of emotions, and they were on full display in that first half. And it's clear, the aerial attacks of both teams have been relentless. They've been burning each of these secondaries like toast. Just an assault on the defensive game plans, if there even were defensive game plans. Gotta think, fellas, based on the first two quarters, we're going to see every route in the route tree again in this second half. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. On the move from inside his 5. He goes out of bounds on that return right at the 20-yard line. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Dropping back, it's Beck. He's going for it all. He got his hands on it, but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
This offense is done being patient. They're down on the scoreboard here. Now, early in their first possession in the third quarter, they're being aggressive. They're taking shots. They're trusting their playmakers outside to get it done. That time, the defense, really nice job forcing the incompletion. They were ready for it. This offense, though, they need to stay aggressive.
Really nice job by the quarterback understanding I need to throw this ball hard. Like, I got to fit it in there tight. And a nice job by the wide receiver wearing it because he really didn't have a choice because he was going to wear that one regardless.
Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Keeps it on the bootleg. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Cyclones are marching down the field. Off the play fake on first down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Quarterback adapting. Fires to the right. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, nice job by the defense. They're playing with a big lead. They know the offense has to throw it, and they are inviting throws over the middle of the field, knowing they can break on these passes and maybe pick one off. Offense lucky that wasn't a turnover.
Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. The Cyclones will have it 1st and 10. They're going back to the ground. They work that running game down to the 34. Let's give him 3 on the carry.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And I think the quarterback throwing that pass off his back foot is what led to that incompletion. Just not as accurate as he would have liked to have been.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Working that wide receiver screen. He'll come through on third down as he's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting his position.
Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And the Cyclones will try to punch it in on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Offside, defense.
That's just a mental error. On defense, you got to watch the ball. I understand the quarterback shouting and he's clapping and there's all this crowd noise, but you just got to hone in, watch the football before you come out of your stance.
I guess the good news on that penalty is at least the defense didn't have to back up that far. It's still first and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Iowa State. That drive was what every father wants his daughter's romances to be like. Slow, take your time, train the clock, no hurry at all.
Sometimes love is a slow burn, and that's what we just saw on that last drive. I am so impressed with the execution, and I love their ability to run the football. These players, they're coached up. They're coming out here, and they are executing exactly how their coaches prepared them to do in this game.
And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Rides to back and leaves it. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Making sure they have good balance, keeping it on the ground. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And this team needs more of that, man. This is a really close football game, and you've got to get these stops down the stretch and meet the physical challenge of this offense, and they do right there, man. And that's one step closer to getting this football back.
He's loose. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44. He just broke the century mark, 100 yards rushing, and he has busted the century mark in this season opener. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back.
Oh, it's loose. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Great job by the defense here, forcing the fumble on the wide receiver. Look, understand the ball came out quick. I got to break, get hats to the football, secure the tackle, try to get that football out. Nice turnover, nice hustle by this defense.
Decent field position to start this drive from their own 33. Quick pass on the fly motion. Fights off the defender. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Makes his man miss. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Here on 3rd down. Motion from the back. Looking to throw, it's Beck. Back open in the middle. And they stop him just short of the stick. It'll bring up a decision on 4th down.
And I'll tell you what, I like this defense's game plan right here. Drop back, make sure I got the sticks covered. If they want to throw it below the sticks, I'm going to come up and tackle you and make sure I get you to 4th down.
The Cyclones will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. To the air on 1st down. They've got the screen set up. They've got him now. He almost picked up that 1st down on the screen.
Well, a nice gainer on that running back screen. How about the offensive line getting downfield and getting blocks to really help out the back, find some space to go to work?
Fires to the big fella. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
And that's why QBs love their tight ends so much, right? Especially when they're athletic, because they make short throws turn into long gains. Because of his ability after the catch, it's so unique and special. He is dominant in this offense.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Oh, better look out. Oh, a lot of space. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Wildcats. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State sending the offense back out. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
Sweet cut there. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40.
I know that wasn't a huge, sexy gain. I know not everybody's jumping up and down, but what it does do is put you in a great position to succeed on 2nd down. 2nd and 10, really hard. 3rd and 10, really hard. Now you're in a manageable situation. It really gives you the whole playbook.
Looking to throw, it's Beck. Got it set up on the outside. And he's ridden to the ground, but there's also a flag down. Let's check the call. They had the 1st down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on 2nd down. Offense gets set for 2nd down. They'll run play action. It's complete to the left. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
And that's why play action is going to be big in this game. You saw how it just freezed the second level of that defense just for a second and allowed the tight end to work himself vertically down the field. But how about this guy after the catch, right? So hard to bring down. What a weapon.
How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
They'll run the screen. On the move at the 30. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down. That is a time-honored way to slow down the rush, hit him with the screen, and a chunk play.
Yeah, such a great job because you're flying up the field to get to the quarterback because everything looks like pass down the field. Let those guys get up the field, throw it right behind him. He does a little bit of the rest, making some moves, getting upfield, making the big play.
Unloads to the right. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First down for this offense. They'll run it from the gun. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Jackson. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the fourth quarter. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Use the play fake, now to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Caught behind the line. It's Jackson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch out and get the first down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness of where they are on the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the first. And now you're staring fourth down right in the face.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. The Wildcats are backed up. They can feel the shadow of their own goalpost and trying to create some room.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
The give to the lone running back. Hammers ahead for a yard out to the 12.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. On the move, it's Edwards. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. Flying out to the left. Turning on the Jets. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Kansas State.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
And they did tack on the extra point. He'll bring it back from inside his spot. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Lost 5 on that first play, and now it's 2nd and 15. Back to pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this game is over. There's not a lot to gain from it, but some people try to throw the ball deep and continue to make plays. They throw it short.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. And the Cyclones will send out the punt unit. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll put it in play from the 36 for the first play of the drive. From the gun, running back gets to give. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. Bringing the heat. He's sacked. He'll lose a couple on that one as he tried to get back to the line of scrimmage.
And this quarterback, man, you've seen him have some success, so you know he'll take off and run. The defense was ready, man. Nice job. This second half, this is a critical part of it. Don't let him beat you with his feet.
The throw. Just missed on the connection. Incomplete.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. Iowa State sending the offense back out. It looks as if this game is going to be one to just drag to the recycle bin, but the idea now is to finish strong and just take whatever happens in the rankings next week. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
He did not make it a stonewall on 3rd down. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Looking to the big tight end. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
Gets the back moving. Dropping back. It's Beck. Looking for a big play. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. It's complete. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
And the pass is incomplete, but there is a penalty flag. Did they get the receiver for a push-off?
Pass interference. Offense.
And the offensive player had to commit pass interference on that play. You saw the defender jump the throw. The defender was in position to make an interception, so the offensive player had to do something to break it up.
Quickly complete. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Cyclones are on the move. Off play action on first down. Now improvising. And he'll just get rid of that one.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Quarterback now breaking the field. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Finds his man. It's Sauer. And they're able to get him on the ground. And the Cyclones come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third. Fires to the tight end. He's pushed out of bounds at the 22.
Well, the tight end shows off his speed. You see his ability there to separate from the defender trying to cover him on that drag route.
The Cyclones come to the line with a new set of downs. Here's the pressure. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
And whatever they did on first and second down, don't do that anymore. Third and very long coming up. Under fire. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on down. Leaves it with the back. Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Johnson wants to throw it quickly out to the tight end. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. Under fire. Not quite in rhythm there. Incomplete.
Yeah, 3rd and long, everybody is pinning their ears back and coming after the quarterback. You try to throw screens behind those. Sometimes they're very successful, but this time, defense played it great, and the play went nowhere.
Hauls it in, looking for space. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Iowa State has the ball back. The Cyclones ready to go on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this,
he's going to let one fly down the middle. And it falls in complete. But it could have been much, much worse as the defender was right there. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Oh, they're after him. He's got it down the right side. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down. And the Cyclones want to move quickly.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ballgame.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires on the move. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's going to be difficult for this offense, man. Just where are they going to find the plays? You can tell the defense sitting back. They're playing nickel. They're playing dime. So you need some receivers to step up, make some yards after the catch, some contested plays. This offense has got to do something, and they got to do it quick.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
To the sideline, and he's able to tiptoe his way to a first down. Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Beck. He'll take the deep shot. And incomplete on the deep ball.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Wide open spaces. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. They just keep firing. They go to the wide receiver screen. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And this is a tough time for this offense because you're in passing mode. You're in comeback mode. And what is that? The defense knows that. Like, they're pinning their ears back. They're coming after the quarterback. And you've already struggled protecting your guy today and creating those explosive plays. This offense is going to have to buckle up and really protect their guy up front.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you work in the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Chucked it away just as he was hit. He just wisely got rid of that when the worst thing that can happen to you is to turn it over on first down in the red zone.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
And he's forced out of bounds close to the goal line, and that shove saved a touchdown.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1. They'll try to get it in with the run. And this was just a low man wins battle right on the doorstep of the goal line, and the defense comes up with the stop. Trying to slam it. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. The offense takes a timeout with 30 seconds left.
And nice job by the defense. Understanding 2nd and short, they're playing run. You can see super physical, now forcing the 3rd down and short.
They'll try to pound their way in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cyclones!
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
Time is against them, still down by 2 scores, but they'll line up for the onside kick. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch.
And this is why you put your hands team on the field most of the time. When you know it's coming, and you put those guys that are great catchers of the football. The first guys, what do? They go block. They go blow somebody up. The next guys catch the football, secure it, get your butt on the ground. And most of the time when you do this, the ball game is over.
Coming into this one, we wondered whether these guys were a little bit overrated, and certainly they did nothing to dispel that notion.
They were playing angry today, and I know talking to some of their players, David, coming into this game, they felt like they were being disrespected. A lot of people thought their opponent might get them today, so they took this opportunity to make a statement and make an example out of their opponent.
And those are fun moments in the locker room, aren't they, Jesse? Like, everybody's doubting us. Nobody thinks we can win. It's really easy to motivate that type of squad. They played motivated. They played a little ticked off. I'm here for it. I love it. I love the excitement, the adrenaline, the emotion, and they earned a big dub today.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.